So distance time graph. Today we are going to discuss this distance time graph. Very, very important. With graph you all are familiar with. So graph is used to represent the two physical quantities. In these two physical quantities, we are having some relation between these. So in these two quantities, one is called independent. Right? And another we call dependent. So what is the meaning of this independent and dependent? Independent means which we can change at our will. That means it's not depending upon anything. It's just move on. Like we can say time. Right? It's an independent variable. Dependent means which depends upon this variable, and that is distance. Distance is dependent variable because as the time will pass, then the distance will also change, right? So that is the meaning of dependent and independent variable, right? So to represent this dependent and independent variable, we are using two perpendicular axes. One is horizontal, another is vertical, right? This horizontal axis is this side. We take time, that is independent variable, and on vertical axis we take distance, that is dependent variable. Now in graph, on a graph paper you can easily say this kind of boxes in which lines are drawn like this. So these we are using as the 1 unit, like we are representing the values of time on the time axis at this, right? Same way for distance also we are using the same scale. So the box is 1 by 1 centimeter, right? So that is 1 unit, right? Then we draw the graph. Now let me show you that what I mean by this, the units, and that these need to be mentioned on a graph paper. We are having a table. Table is given to us like this. Here we are given time. Here is distance, right? So time is 2 hours. Distance was 20 kilometers. Time is 4 hours. Distance is 40 kilometers. Time is 6 hours. Distance is 60 kilometers. Time is 8 hours. Distance is 80 kilometers. Time is 10 hours. Distance is 100 kilometers. So now these are the values which are given to me. I will draw a graph by using these values, right? So let us use these values to draw a graph. Again, I'm using the yellow color for the dependent, that is dependent variable, and this is independent variable, right? So now if I'm using time, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm mentioning here, this is 2, this is 4, this is 6, this is 8, and this is 10. Now look at the distances. These all are equal. The difference between them is equal. So it's starting from 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Right? So here I will mention this is distance, and in bracket you will mention in kilometers. Here is the time on that side, and this is in hours. Now choose the value 2 hours. When the time was 2 hours, distance was 20 kilometer. So distance is 20 kilometer here, right? And this is time. So I'm taking this value like this. Right? In the graph paper, you are having the small boxes 1 by 1 centimeter size. So in these boxes, it's very easy to draw. Now this is 2 and 20, then 4, 40. I will go to 4 and 40. Then I will draw dot. Right? Same way, 6, 60. This is 6, 60. Right? Then after 8 hours, it's 80. Right? Then 100 and 10. Is it clear? So these are not equal, but in the graph when you will draw, these will become equal. When I will join all these, so it will be a straight line, right? So what is the significance of this distance time graph we are discussing about? So we can identify the type of motion. Type of motion can be identified, and also distance traveled. Can be checked by using distance time graph. Now look at here. 2 and 4, difference is 2. 4 and 6, difference is 2. 6 and 8, difference is 2. 8 and 10, difference is 2. On the other sides, 20 and 40, distance is 20 kilometer. 40 and 60, difference is 20 kilometer. Here 60 and 80, 20 kilometer. 20 kilometer. So equal distances in equal intervals of time. Here the body is covering 20 kilometer in 2 hours. Here also 20 kilometers in 2 hours, 20 kilometers in 2 hours, 20 kilometers in 2 hours. So what does this represent? Equal intervals of time and equal distances. So this is a kind of uniform motion. Right? So uniform motion, the representation of uniform motion can be done by this. It's always a straight line starting from the origin, right? That is a uniform motion. Clear? Now let's take one more example. For the same graph, we are given a table. Time and distance covered. Time is in hours, distance in kilometers. When time is 3 hours, or you can say 1 hour, distance is 10 kilometers. Time is 2 hours, distance is 30 kilometers. Time is 3 hours, distance is 40 kilometers. Time is 4 hours, distance is 50 kilometers. Time is 5 hours, distance is 60 kilometers. Now let's take the values by using that graph. So here is the time. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in your graph paper, you will take the dark line, bold line as a 1, 2, 3 points. And on the other side, 10, 30, 40. So difference is almost near about 10. So 0 to 10, 20. You will not leave a gap. These differences should be equal, whether it's a time or distance. 20, 30, 40, 50. Here the 20 kilometer was not shown, but I have to take. right? To represent distance. There should be no gap. All the distances interval should be equal. Now let's use this 1 hour. At 1 hour, it's 10 kilometer, right? Now in 2 hours, it's 30 kilometer. This is 2 hour. This is 30 kilometer, right? Now 3 hours, 40 kilometer. 40 kilometer, 4 hours, 50 kilometers. Join these lines. When I will join this line, then here I have to bend towards downward like this. Right? So here the line is straight, but it's not a straight line starting from the origin, because the straight line which is starting from the origin, it is this, and it should be going like this, but it's not going. So what does it mean? It means that this is a kind of non-uniform motion. The motion is non-uniform, right? So how we come to know? From the table also we can see. Again, let's check. 1 hour and 1 hour difference is 1 hour. 2 hour and 3 hour difference is 1 hour. 3 and 4 difference is 1 hour. 4 and 5 difference is 1 hour. So 1 hour is difference. Now let's come back to the distances. 10 to 30 distance is 20. 30 to 40 this difference is 10. Difference is 10. Difference is 10. So what we conclude from here? 20, 10, 10, 10. Now here the difference is 20, but here the 10, 10, 10, but still it will be a non-uniform, because equal intervals of time is there, but equal interval of distance covered is not equal in each interval. Here in 1 hour the body is covering first interval 20 kilometers, in that 10, in this 10, in this 10. So that means it's not a uniform, it's non-uniform motion. So this is the way that how we can understand, how we can identify the type of uniform and non-uniform motion, right? So now the table will be given to you. You have to draw the graph, and by using that graph, drawing that graph, you have to identify the nature of the motion. So what are the different types of graphs? First is uniform motion. When the body is moving with uniform motion, then the graph will be like this. This is time. Here we have distance. So it will be a straight line. And on the other side, if the body is moving with non-uniform motion, right, then it will not be a straight line. So curved line will be there. One more I would like to share it with you. When the body is at rest, that means body is not moving at all. So the graph will be like this, parallel to x-axis. This is at rest. That means time is increasing, but distance is same. It's not increasing. This is non-uniform. Right? Uniform, non-uniform, and the body is at rest. So children, these are the different types of motion which we can identify by using distance time graph. Right? Thank you for watching